Those fans are kind of loud.
My favorite distros, I've actually never met a distro I didn't like other than Gentoo. This particular guy is running Cali. A lot of the work that I did, a lot of the screenshots you're going to see was actually Windows subsystem for Linux. Because my main desktop at home is also a gaming rig. So, sorry, I'm not going to boot it, so I'll run VMs and I'm used to the Windows subsystem. You'll see an error I'll point it out. It's kind of interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Standard websites for the log. Alright, so why IPv6? First of all, the big five are already using it, they fully deployed it. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, and Apple, all are V6 capable. Netflix is too. We're going to get into that a little bit later. The firewall security types, at least need to be aware of IPv6 because some of the first uses of IPv6 were attacks. The bad guys are already using it. The first IPv6 tunnel attack I think was announced to the security mailing list around 2003. So you got to know how to protect it, even if it's not in your network. Cisco Juniper Checkpoint, all V6 capable, amongst many others. It's enabled by the major OSs by default, and in Windows it gets even more hairy because of a protocol called Reader. I'll get into that in a little bit. It's enabled in most daemons by default. Behind Apache, Nginx, Postfix, OpenSSH, the list goes on and on. I believe IIS is also by default. Certification exams. So I took the Network Plus in 2003. My age a little bit here. But there was 2 IPv6 questions on it back then. I'm pretty sure CCNA is going to pass stuff like that. Are you technically curious? That needs to go away. It's not, never was a security mechanism. It was a mechanism designed to keep IPv4 running. And I'm going to go into that a little bit as well. Now, back to your point that it's growing slowly. It's kind of a chicken and egg problem. But being that the top 5 support it now, and in addition to that, Comcast in certain markets has actually been slowly rolling it out. It's going to be a slow burn. I will probably have grandkids by the time we're all dead. By the time IPv6 overtakes IPv4. It's just going to be slow movements. It has IP encryption built in instead of being built around afterwards. It's actually in RCs for IPv6. And the Internet Numbers Authority has no more E4 addresses to assign. They're out. So we got to start looking towards the future because E4 is collapsed. Alright, so here we have a V6 address, 128-bit address, 128-bit subnet, obviously. Use hexadecimal numbering. 2 to the 128th power total IP addresses. It's a ridiculous number. It's CIDR-based. You'll never see the subnet mask address again. /32s are for ISPs, large organizations, 48 for 64 for, say, your house. And I had assigned some public IPs for the 2000/3 range. So if you were to look at my wonderful paint job here, essentially your ISP has a /32, assigns a few 64s basically, or assigns quite a few 64s to the medium business, so we can then assign a /64 to the PMC. Small business that does all their stuff in the cloud, they don't really need to subnet anything, so they just get a /64. Large business is going to get the /48. They want to assign two 64s to the PMC, they can do that. And then they've got another site that just talks to the business, another two sites that just talk to the business, they will get a /64. Essentially, the smallest subnet you're going to see in IPv6 is /64. You can take all the way down to 128 if you want. But /64 is going to be the smallest, and I'm about to explain why. Well, maybe not, but I'll give you a few minutes. Alright, so again, V6 address. Notice we've got some leading zeros here. Basically, you can take off the leading zeros to make it a little shorter. And here we have another address where it's already been shortened. But you see you have two zeros here. You can actually get rid of those zeros and do a colon. Now you can only do the colon once. So colon 1 is essentially localhost. So you see the t-shirts that say there's no place like home, 127001. You get a little geek here and just do colon 1. Colon is unspecified, so if you're telling a daemon, listen on all ports, that type of thing, just tell them listen on colon. IETF recommends that everything's lowercase. Although I've yet to see anything that upper or lower didn't work, but you never know. Types of addresses. You have unicast, which is your standard TCP packet. You deliver to a single interface or machine. You have a multicast packet, and you have an anycast packet. For the most part, I'm just going to cover the first two. Specifically, the first one, the multicast, will be mentioned in here as well. Link local, global. I'll be getting into those in a minute. Site local was deprecated in 2004, so we really don't have to worry about it. V6 does not use broadcast. Although it uses a similar mechanism, on top of the fact that it also does not use ARP. Okay, so for giggles, when Dan asked me to give this talk, I decided I'd start from scratch, write new slides, and actually spin up a virtual machine and run through the motions. So the quick IPv6 lab, spin up the VM. I'm going to be using LAMP and SSH as examples. Install a supported distro. Any kernel over 2.6 supports IPv6 out of the box. Install a LAMP server, however you want to do it. If your distro does any kind of firewalling by default, then at first you probably want to just turn it off. That's why you do this in a virtualized environment or in some kind of lab. And then as your needs grow, go ahead and start building the tables. Find your V6 address and so this particular example, my Ubuntu server box here, the FE80 is going to be your on my Windows machine, I brought up a browser after I spun this up and typed in open brace, the IP address, close brace. The reason for the braces is there's colons in there, so if it's these colons, it's expecting that after the colon is a port. So if, say your IPv6 enabled patch is listing on 8080, then you do HTTP colon /FE80, open brace, FE80, close brace, colon port. Also, SSH comes out of the box. This is the neat little layer that I got out of Windows Services for Linux.
Operation not permitted.
But I was still able to connect, obviously, so I don't know what the hell happened. But the Google searching that I did to figure out what that was basically said that's known to log in Windows Services for Linux. Now again, this worked great on a private network, but what happens if you want to get off the private network? Start surfing the net. These services, well, they can get out. Thanks, Dan. You can set up that, and I'm going to go over why you should not towards the end of the presentation. So there's a few ways you can get a IPv6 network out to the internet and the V6 native internet. Native IPv6, Comcast supports it, just not in Jacksonville. Although you had said you got a V6 address, does that still work?
Yeah, I've had it for like a year and a half, 2 years now. Residential, not business. Fancy business user.
I actually wonder if I could.
I remember there being an issue 3 or 4 years ago because they couldn't assign you a static V6 yet.
So business has it?
No, other way around.
Yeah.
Business doesn't get it because they can't assign you a business static V6. I think they didn't have the infrastructure 4 years ago. But residential, yeah, I've had it for at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and we live in the same area. We're probably in the same node.
Yeah.
You have business?
Actually, about 80% of my traffic on a day-to-day basis is V6.
Really?
Yeah, Netflix, YouTube, Google,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Like I said, big 5.
Yeah.
Well, big 6, including Netflix.
Twitter,
But they're invested in the future anyway. That's
Instagram, Yo.
Okay,
Side
since
shoot me, it's fine.
I can't give you 6 at home because I'm running business class, which is stupid. There's a few other ways you can do it. You can do it via tunnel rover, which I'll get into. You can do it via Torito, which I mentioned earlier. And there's actually several other mechanisms that are out there. I'm just going over 2, but if you want to look it up on Wikipedia, there's a very long list. I guess I need to fix that. Thanks, Mike. So,
As of late 2006, they said they support it. Dynamic only.
I don't hear this dynamic. So essentially, I get left with Torito or the tunnel. Torito is a Microsoft drafted protocol that tunnels V6 over IPv4 using UDP packets. It's on by default on all non-active directory joined Windows installs with this system. There's been a port of it called Burrito for Linux and BSD. Quick little sideline, back in 2005, I pinged the author of Burrito because I couldn't get it to compile on BSD. So So he said he didn't have a BSD box, so I sprung one up for him. So the BSD port is pushed next to me. We're gonna go ahead and try Toledo first. The tunnel broker, tunnels IPv6 traffic again over IPv4, except that it encapsulates the protocol 41 instead of UDP. Tunnel brokers are relatively easy to set up on Linux. Okay, so first thing, install Marino, depending on what your package manager is. Ubuntu, it's just a package by default. And sweet, it works out of the box, but if you start looking at the pin, first of all, you notice the first two pins aren't there. 3 comes in after 4, and 8's missing in the sequence. But it does seem like we have a new interface with a publicly routable IPv6 address, the 2001. Well, maybe we can fix the ping times? Maybe. Well, the first thing you got to remember is Marino and the tunnel broker are basically going out to another server on the internet and saying, hey, can I tunnel through you to get out to the V6 internet? It's kind of like using a VPN. So when you're doing that, whatever IPv4 hops it takes to get to that server, every time you send an IPv6 packet, has to go through all those hops anyway to get out to the V6 one. So I took a look at the Marino config, and I noticed there were essentially 2 servers that were in there. So I took the default in remlab.net. The developer's name is Remy. So I did a quick trace route to his server, and yuck.
Germany?
Yeah, Germany.
Jeez.
Hey, you notice this?
Yeah. Yeah, once it leaves
It's
Euro rings,
that's a long time.
US to Ashburn to France, Germany,
So those are the milliseconds, right?
Yeah.
to that hop, yeah.
7,019? Is that?
Yeah, 7 seconds.
Yeah. That's a little bit long.
And that was over IPv4, not over V6.
Alright.
So to make a long story short, I tried 4 different Toledo servers, including Microsoft's, which should be fairly beefy. And every single one of them got pretty crappy ping times from 20+% packet loss. So if you need to tunnel over UDP, you can. Don't expect great results. So let's try tunnel over. First of all, I needed to get into my router because if you're doing this over an IPv4 NAT, you've got to forward port all 41 to your district. I run PDWT in my router with a bunch of custom IP table scripts. So it's just a matter of telling it, send it to this destination. And then we go to tunnelbroker.net, which is where I got the t-shirt. Although I don't work for them, and they haven't made anything for this, they do have a pretty cool setup around it. So get into tunnelbroker.net, go ahead and set yourself up an IPv4 tunnel. When I looked at this slide, I saw that there might be a possible way to tunnel over TCP and UDP again that might work better, and that's the PTP tunnel. I've not had a chance to play with it yet, but I'll keep everybody posted. I'm 90% sure it's going to work better than Toledo. So So after you set up a tunnel, they will go ahead and tell you this is a drop-down box, and it'll tell you Windows. It'll tell you Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, Linux NetTools, Linux IP, Cisco. It gives configurations for like everything. So I went ahead and grabbed the Linux NetTools example. And boom.
Oh, much better.
Yes.
When you find that Denmark,
Yeah, better ping times, no packet loss, and don't use a stateless protocol to tunnel your stuff.
Using a stateless protocol and tunnel with a stateless protocol.
Yeah, it just doesn't work like it. So it just so happens that the tunnelbroker.net also has a port scanner. And it will actually only allow you to scan your own network. So, disabled the firewall, not something you should do, but I went and did it just to see, and their port scanner is just running in now. And you can see that SSH and HTTP are open and have this machine's been turned off now. But had 2280 open, good to go. So, okay, now we've got one box that speaks IPv6. How about some more? Maybe in our network. Well, Hurricane Electric actually gives you the ability to get a /64 for your home. You can even sign up for a /48, but I've never ran into the need to do that because you can actually set up 5 different /64s. So if you want to put subnetting and all that, or routing, or whatever you want to do. Now, as part of Linux, you have the router advertiser leader. It's stateless in a different way. I'll go on to explain that in a minute. So for me, with Ubuntu, I can install our DVD and go in. Now, when you're doing a stateless boot, and the operating system will basically come up and say, is there a router customer? And if there is a router on the network, something router advertiser, it'll reply and say, hey, this is a router. This is my IP address, and this is where you will route through, and here's your prefix. Now the prefix is basically the first 64 bits. And then at that point the client has IPv6 addresses. Also on the Linux side, if you're going to make a 36 router out of it, change the Linux setting for Ubuntu sysctl.com and make sure that it's allowed for packets. Similar to doing packet tables on MP3. Yeah, before this sysctl.com back when I was playing around with it, 15 years ago. Yeah. There's not really a whole lot to the RADD config. I will say make sure you pay attention to the IP addresses because with Hurricane Electric anyway, they will give you 2001:470:7:2, and that'll be your external interface. And then they'll give you the same number and then 8:1 through. And if you do 7 on both sides, it's not going to happen. Basically, you've got to pay very close attention routing issues. Ran into that a couple of times myself.
So they give you an IP on their side,
You
and
get-
then you have an IP, or you have a range of IPs on your side?
Okay, so you get, say on the internet facing side, okay, they will give, for the home, they will give you an IP on their end, which is router, and you will get an IP for your N0. Okay, and you manually assign it. And then on your F1, which is the internal network, they will give you a range that you plug into the router advertiser to advertise.
Those are all current.
What's that?
Those are all current here.
No, I'm just, well, I'm sure what you mean.
So you said there's 3 IP addresses. IP and an IP and a range.
Correct.
There's an external to the tunnel, which is the external interface of the tunnel. There's your router, basically. And then there's a range that you can use to turn into your network.
Yes. You just want to make sure that those IP addresses are all different. Like I said, just pay close attention when you set up a tunnel. So at this point, cool, not on IPv6, but I'm doing DNS lookup over IPv4.
Could anybody punch into your network? Like if they know
They
your
don't-
desktop's IP, is it just a universally addressable IP and you can take your desktop from anywhere right through your router?
That's why I said, not having any firewall is a bad idea.
You really like your NAT, don't you?
It's,
Trust me, I love NAT too.
it disallows somebody from the internet to know where I am.
Sure.
They don't get to know what's inside the network. That's what I like.
I mean,
The thing is though, if I disable ICMP at the border router, how am I
Into your
gonna know?
network.
Yeah, in your network, how am I gonna know?
oh, wait, say that again? Because that's the solution, right? In order to not, so
So-
that no one will just disable IEC.
We're
No,
gonna
it
go
would be
ahead
just
of
ICMP,
ourselves.
it'd be all kinds of. You'd want to disable all new connections.
Which
from
is
the world into.
three years ago, that was not the default on your average link sys.
Right.
Now it is.
Oh, okay.
Like, that was
That's all I was
right.
afraid of, is basically everything in your network being more aggressive.
Correct.
Because think about, like, all right, yeah, my Windows
The thing
box
is, I mean-
has, firewall and all that kind of stuff. But my IP devices, like my thermostat, I didn't put that. I don't know what's open and crazy on that.
Wait, you put your thermostat on sort of VLAN?
I do. But if everything's world addressable, that creates a problem. If
Oh, yeah, no,
you're doing that,
But
then there's at least some.
by the same token, okay, having worked for a educational, that was assigned to Class B back in the day,
That's big.
okay? They had a lot of their, basically all of their workstations on all of their routable IPs.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, and they just kiboshed everything in the firewall.
Yeah. I'm not saying that.
And
you
yeah.
can't do that.
At least nowadays, on all the hardware I've looked at, by default, you see IPv6 firewall and little boxes checked. Which means all, non-initiated connections, coming from outbound in are blocked. Yeah, they all come from different IP addresses still, different IPv6s. So you could technically tell by monitoring my connection that I have 2 computers
Right.
seeing traffic. But
So one of the fixes that was come up with was to include stateless auto configuration in router advertising. Essentially what happens in stateless is, like I said before, the first 64 bits is given by the router, and then the client actually picks the second 64 bits based on the MAC address and a little bit of PFM. If you're really curious about how that works, look at EY64. DNS servers can actually be the other config now, as mentioned in RC 8106. I guess it doesn't support it. No. No, Hurricane doesn't care because you're actually doing that on your own network. OS X, Linux, BSD, all support it. That's great. So, at that point, you basically have stateful auto configuration on HTTP6, where
How does the DNS how do you know where the DNS is?
it's part of the router advertising. So when you turn your machine on, the machine goes out and says, hey, I need a V6 address. The router replies and says, here's your prefix, figure out the last half of the address on your own, and by the way, here's the email search. And here's my IP address in your router.
How does it do that advertising?
ICMP and any apps. And it has one. When you boot, you got that FE80 address.
How is it like local is deprecated?
No, site local is there. Link local is required.
Oh, okay. What is like?
It was a bit of a kludge, but basically they were trying to be able to ping everything on the network and maybe some stuff just the other side of the network. I never really dug it.
Broadcast a little bit.
Broadcast
Plus a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad they deprecated it because just explaining it is a pain in the butt.
Okay.
And I can only imagine trying to implement it. So DHCP6, the DHCP server, just like IPv4, assigns the full IP address. Just about any other option, regular DHCP is available in V6. I read on several blogs that the IETF recommends that you use both in a Windows environment. Use the router advertiser to assign IPs and then use DHCP6 to assign DNS. I couldn't find anything on the IETF site to back that up. So you're welcome to research it for yourself. I personally don't see why you couldn't just use DHCP6, but or just not use Windows.
That might be one of those things you can go. Maybe Slack is faster than DHCP sometimes.
I'm sure it is.
Or if the DHCP server's down, you want to put it in the same one work, but all the rest of the things do.
So while I've been working on all this, I've been doing another bad practice here, keeping everything in RC local, just so I knew what the hell I was doing. I was using it as a notepad, and if I reboot it, then I'd have the configuration.
Works, but there's no wrong with that.
But you can see here where I assigned up all the stuff, and then I started. These were actually the IPv6 table rules that I was using to route. V6 traffic route. As you can see, I mean, V6 tables and V4 tables actually is a whole lot different.
It's pretty much the same.
What's that?
It's pretty much the same stuff.
So the cool thing is that all this is built into my PD word router. So why the hell did I go through all this?
All for you.
Just for you guys. You're welcome. On top of that, I was having a little issue with Netflix. Netflix is V6 enabled and lost funnel brokers. So, you know, if my kid's Kindle just happen to pick up an IPv6 address and he decides he wants to watch Netflix, I'm not going to be able to, because they think from Go Proxy. This is due to copyright laws. You can't show certain content in certain countries because the content provider does not want you to. People were getting around this using specifically Hurricane Electric's tunnel because it's probably one of the fastest ones on the planet. And in response to Netflix logs, specifically tunnelworker.net and IPv6 IPs, along with a few others. So what exactly am I trying to accomplish? I'm trying to find a way to only get V6 addresses on certain devices on my network. So my kid can watch Netflix when, well, I buzz around V6. And then write up something on it. This is the way you should do this. And I'm leaning towards IPv6. But I'm not sure if that's going to be the answer or not.
Can you just block?
What's that?
Can you just block the resolution of V6 addresses from those devices? When it tries to query itself for a DNS or Netflix.
But here's the problem. Okay, the OS doesn't care how it gets a DNS record. Okay, so if the OS is dual stacked,
It's going to always prefer 6.
as long as it can talk to a DNS server and it gets a quad A record first instead of the A record, it's going to try to connect over V6. And by default, operating systems, modern operating systems, will try the quad A record with IPv6 A record instead of the regular record.
There's going to be some technical with quad A records somehow on just certain domains.
I was thinking too, I could just block IPv6 on the wireless side, because you need ICMP to be able to get a router like this. Traffic will never reach your router advertiser, so you won't get over. I'm still messing around with this. I did find a configuration issue in my network, thanks again, Dan. So I have a guest network and a B network, wireless, on the wireless side. And I have it very locked down, what can talk to what, from the guest network to the production, the public production wireless network. Basically nothing. But the router advertiser is actually broadcasting on both because it's the same interface. It's just a virtual. Well, I didn't have anything blocked V6 side, so the guest wireless can pick up my V6 address and get any V6 address in my internal wireless network. That has since been fixed. Thanks for requesting that, that I do another V6 block, and I did a deep dive in my router, and ooh, that's not good.
I didn't take advantage of it. Damn.
Okay, so Mac.
I like the map.
It's painfully obvious I do not like that. That is a band-aid for lack of V4 addresses, like I said before. It also breaks in connectivity. So, the technical hoops that you've got to jump through to get VoIP working over a Mac are insane. And if you just made good firewall rules, you wouldn't have enough IP addresses, obviously. You wouldn't need to do that. Plus, when you're talking about NAT and addresses this size, you think about how NAT works, there's your NAT server rips out the IP information, dumps in its own with a port number, so it knows where to send the information back to when the packet comes back. Sends out the packet returns, and it's got to keep a database of all those connections. Database table, whatever you want to call it. and then, rip that port number again, rip out the address again, go in the new address, new port, send it back. And it's doing that, depending on the network, millions of times a second. That's a lot of work. Whereas, if you've got your firewall rules, all it's going to do is say, is that allowed? No. Is that allowed? Yes. Off. That said, here goes. FC00/7 is the sort of RFC 1918 equivalent of IPv6. It's also known as unique local addresses or ULAs. I didn't test these, but I'm pretty sure they should work. Every site that I found that gave any inkling that this was even possible said, do not do this. So if you want to masquerade to your entire network behind the firewall, behind the map, post route it, and then masquerade. If you're doing a destination map, which would be basically one of the IP addresses, use pre-routing and then DNAT. And then if you want to do just a single port, pre-routing and DNAT again, but you specify port. Again, very, very similar to the V4 side. Any questions?
So what can happen if you like a constellation of different internet? You have to connect with IPv6. You have primary one. You got everybody there again. Then it dies. It's another one.
Okay, so you're talking about basically like redundancy? Like having two internet providers?
Yeah.
IPv6 understands BGP. And don't get too technical into that because it was a little PFM. But essentially you have one router speaking to each ISP. And speaking border gateway protocol, the ISPs know that you're supposed to have those IP addresses.
Both ISPs know about.
Yes. Both ISPs need to know that you have this, this range of IPv6 addresses. So if this side goes down, the school district, a good example, they have Comcast and AT&T. And the way they have it set up is, it's these particular IPv4 addresses that I tell the decision. But this particular class B, if something's coming in from the internet for one of those IP addresses, by default, I think it comes in through AT&T. But if that link is down, then it'll do routing magic out here, and using BGP, Comcast can say, hey, that's our IP address, and then route it all the way down. As far as how, going through 4 routers.
Yeah, what I need to think before what happens is when I give you the IP address, they can put two routes with different priorities. So, and then that way you can package for the different IPv6. So now we basically have where do you get your first 64 bits of data for that?
You can get it from the ISP, or you can actually register through there in the United States to get your own.
So then basically get your own and then
It's basically the same way you're routing IPv4, you'd be routing IPv6. Once it gets to the ISP level, my brain just kind of starts melting. basically it works the same.
So can you just say you want to deal with it, can you just do, you'll have to do the master bag or router that takes to emulate the snap. So what if, on that case, your local network gets your local,
Or you kind of build it in layers. You start off with that FE80 address. When the machine moves up, you do it, you're going to config, that's the first thing you're going to see. FE80, colon, blah, 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 blah. Now it uses that address to go out and kind of sweep the network and say, using ICP, and say, hey, we're going to router. And then the router will come back based on, say you went out and got a /48 from Aaron. And you get that /48 and you assign a /64 to the router advertiser on the network. Then when the client does that sweep, the router advertiser will reply back and say, here's the first 64 bits of that address. The rest of it, you figure out. And that's where the back address comes in, and we're going to match it, and then EY64. It basically splits the MAC address in half and drops another 2 bytes in there. But I don't remember exactly how it works, so it's kind of pointless.
so is there any easy way to manage those numbers? That is, I think providers you can just manage. This address, you can like, oh, where is my printer?
DNS.
Let me try to get it.
DNS.
So are there any ways of easy like integration between this? You have to go to the HTTP, right?
What's that?
You have to use the HTTP server to sign in.
Let me just like that.
So how do you work? It's like, I mean, is it possible to power out the device, goes, figure out its address somehow reports.
Okay, so
if you find the network or something.
let's start off with the real easy one, okay? If I want to configure a static IPv4 address in Ubuntu, I go to NC network system, NC system kit network, I think. You go in there and, on coupon, address that static, IP, 192.168, to set a static IPv6 address, it's just, IP6 static, IP6 address equals, and then when it boots up, it'll just load that script and, okay, this is my global IP address.
So, but can you call the machine locally without first, part of the address? Never. I know it's going to be another machine on the same network. Then you just submit the first part. You say, okay, you call it statically. Then it's statically assigned only the last part of the machine that said, okay, I'm going to have this printer on the address like 00001. And that's the only thing that I would have to remember to go and connect it to a different machine. That's going to be.
Okay, so let's say, for example, that, remember I was talking about the 2 kilobytes? Okay, let's say Hurricane Electric assigned me 2001/470:8:pole. Meaning I have the rest of that address space. You can slap a 1 on the end of there, assign it to your printer and move it. You've only got to stretch out the addresses as you're using more of the